Candon City. A place known for its calm streets, heritage stories, and the charm of an Ilocano community that takes pride in its culture. Located in the heart of Ilocos Sur, this city may not be as loud or as crowded as the more popular destinations, but it carries its own quiet beauty. From its historic churches and ancestral houses to its tidy roads and friendly locals, Candon offers a mix of history, everyday life, and steady provincial growth. It is known as the tobacco capital of the Philippines, being the country's largest producer of Virginia tobacco, a title that has shaped much of its identity and local economy. In this travel documentary, I'll take you around Candon City, exploring its heritage sites, museums and eco parks. This journey is not just about tourism, it's about understanding how history, culture, and community come together in one small but meaningful city in Ilocos Sur. Our first stop is the Candon City Eco Park, a quiet green space built to protect nature and preserve local culture. The main hall welcomes every visitor, simple and open, surrounded by trees that have been planted here for years. It serves as the heart of the park, a place where gatherings begin and stories are shared. Just a few steps away are the traditional bago houses, a reminder of the people who first lived on this land. Their stories, their way of life, and their connection with nature are still alive here. The road leading to the Eco Park is surrounded by quiet stretches of nature, rolling trees, open fields, and that calm province air you only feel in places like this. It's the kind of route that makes motorcycle trips memorable, simple, peaceful, and perfect for riders who enjoy slow, scenic journeys. It's a good reminder that sometimes, the road itself is already part of the destination. The Eco Trail is one of the quiet corners of the park, a short walk surrounded by bamboo, trees, and small pockets of wildlife. Over the years, more than 15,000 trees have been planted here, turning this area into a refreshing green escape. It's an easy path, but it brings you close to nature in a way that feels calming and unhurried. This part of the park is perfect for simple picnics, family relaxation, or anyone who just wants a quiet moment under the shade. One of the charming parts of the Eco Park is the small farm area. Here, you'll find goats, sheep, and even a few donkeys quietly roaming around. Visitors can get close, feed them, and see a simple side of provincial life that many kids and families enjoy. It's a gentle reminder of how connected this place is to nature, nothing fancy, just peaceful moments with animals cared for by the community. The Candon City Eco Park is more than just a green space. It's a place where nature, culture, and quiet moments come together. It's a peaceful escape in the heart of town, a reminder that sometimes the simplest places leave the strongest impressions. After spending some quiet time at the Eco Park, we head back toward the town proper, a place where history sits quietly behind old walls and traditional architecture. Candon may be growing as a modern city, but its ancestral houses and small museums are reminders of the stories that shaped this place. So our next stop is the Dario Ancestral House and Museum, one of the heritage homes that still carries the character of Old Candon. Once the home of the Dario and De Guia families, now preserved as a museum and a quiet witness to Candon's past. The structure dates back to the 18th or 19th century, built with sturdy stone on the first floor and warm wood above, and traditional Cafés shell windows that let in soft light and fresh breeze. Inside, framed photographs and portraits tell the story of the Dario and De Guia clans. But there's more. Works of Filipino art by national masters like Jose Joya and Arturo Luz decorate the rooms, bridging history and creativity in one space. As you walk through, you feel the calm of old provincial life, a contrast to modern growth, and a reminder that heritage must be preserved. Our next stop is the Cariño House and the Candon City Museum, a heritage building with so much history, but sadly, the inside is not well maintained.
Look at this. Look at here. I don't know what. Oh my god, there is some bats here. Look at this. I don't know, they have a lot of potential here, but they're not using this. Yeah, this is like house from Filipino ghost story. I will need to criticize them. But from outside it's amazing, you know. But from inside it's terrible. Okay. It's time to go out.
As the day winds down, the town shifts into a softer rhythm. Along Candon streets, you'll find small cafes and local restaurants, some with a bohemian touch, perfect for slow evenings and quiet conversations. If you're an old soul, this is where you'll feel at home, sipping coffee and letting the day settle gently. Or, if you prefer something more peaceful, you can head to the coast and wait for the sunset. Candon's shoreline is wide, quiet, and perfect for ending the day with fresh air and open views. Candon may be a small city, but it carries a mix of history, calm living, and steady progress. From its green spaces to its ancestral homes, from quiet roads to peaceful coastal sunsets, it's a place that shows the gentle rhythm of provincial life. If you take the time to explore, Candon reveals itself slowly, one story, one landmark, and one quiet moment at a time. Thank you for watching and spending this day in Candon with me. I hope you enjoyed the journey. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.